Greetings, my divine beings. Greetings, 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 and welcome to the wisdom of the zodiac signs. I'm so glad that you all decided to join me here. As you can see, my little projector baby girl picked out for me at the Five Below. She said she thought this would be perfect for my work. But she didn't even know that I was working on the 12 zodiac signs, so that goes to show you out of the mouth of a babe, okay? So yeah, I thought it would be perfect, and it's also perfect for me to give my face a break. All right, give my face a break from the screen. Anyhow, I'm working on my hair, and I don't feel like tying it up or doing nothing like that. Okay. So welcome. We're gonna start with the first sign of the zodiac, which is Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. If you don't, go ahead and pause the video, grab your paper, your pencil, your pen, your notebook. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. I'm going to continue forward. Now, these things I would like for you to put in your notes so that we can continue to move through each sign, and you can go back and review this information for yourself if you choose to, okay? If you choose to know more about it, but I'm going to give you the definitions, and these will be described in each sign, but then I won't have to keep reading the definition over and over for you all right? All right, fire signs. Fire signs are considered to help you connect with your spirit, help you connect with your inner passion, that thing that fires you, that thing that excites you, that thing is almost like a battery to a vehicle, right? That's a fire sign. A earth sign. A earth sign is the energy of someone or being grounded in the physical world. When it comes to the 3D, the earth, you're very grounded in in your resources, in your finances, in your environment. You're not feeling unbalanced, depressed, or confused in your mind. That's earth signs. Air signs. Air signs basically help us to connect to whatever is around us. It could be the environment, it could be the people, it could be the energy, the ideas. If you're amongst a team of people in a work environment, right, you bounce ideas off of each other. You get it? Air, that would be air sign. And water signs. Water signs help us tap into the energy of our feelings and our emotions, but they not just tapping into it, but allowing us to adjust how we flow through our feelings and emotions, right? Water flows, right? Okay, and those are the elements of each of the four signs. All right. The next thing I want you to put in your notes, and I'm only going to do this for this video because this is the first video, so I want you to keep these in your notes. The modalities, the mood, the things that deals with the mood of each zodiac sign. Cardinal signs help us figure out where to begin or initiate something, where to start something new, where do we present this to the team. You know what I'm saying? Initiate something, and it could be as simple as a conversation. It could be simple as something as you breaking a pattern or an addiction. Cardinal. Fixed signs are more of the stable signs. They're the firmer, like I would say, they're the brick, the concrete of the sign, because they provide stability. You can build on it. It's reassuring. It's going to continue to be that of what it is. I don't really want to say stubbornness, but you can find a good bit of stubbornness in the fixed signs. Okay, that's fixed. Mutable signs help us readapt or pivot. It's given like fight or flight. Are we going to readjust our energy and readjust ourselves to accept, and adapt to the environment in which we in, or are we gonna pivot away from that? We're gonna get what we need to get out of the situation, and we gonna go on about our business. You see what I'm saying? That's mutable signs. Okay, so now that you have that in your notes, let's move forward into Aries. This is day 1 of the wisdom of the zodiac. We're going to begin with the very first sign, which is Aries. Whether you're an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, are just surrounded by the energies of Aries. Maybe you're connected to Aries. Maybe you're married to an Aries. Maybe your best friend is an Aries. Maybe you work with a group of people and some of them are Aries. It doesn't matter. I want you to understand that this particular fire sign, Aries, gives you the fire to start mostly a new journey, right? Let's talk about the keywords that define a Aries: courage, leadership, action, independence, passion, confidence, initiative. Aries is the one who said, well, I'll go first. I'll try it first. I'll take the lead. You understand what I'm saying? This is the Aries doesn't need nobody to push them to do something. Okay? It's like, if you got an Aries in your life, trust and believe, if there's something to try new, this Aries will take action. Aries trust themselves, and they don't mind beginning again. They're very brave. They're more like the pioneer type of energy. Aries take action. If you have Aries in your chart, and somewhere in your chart, or you're surrounded by Aries in any way or force, you don't have to be an Aries, but that energy will help you to trust yourself. It's also an energy that will say, well, you didn't quite hit the goal you wanted to this time. That's all right. Do it again. Do it again. That's an Aries energy. Bravery. Not being shy and sitting behind the scenes and just watching things happen and just being hidden away from crowd. No, Aries are brave. If they see the opportunity to take action, they're going to take that action, and they're going to do it bravely. For a quick second, let's pause. Ask yourself this question. Where, and you can write this down so you can journal with it later, but this isn't really a journal prompt. I just want you to take a quick minute and think, but do what you will with the information you receive here, okay? Fix it to resonate for you. That's what I'm here for. I want it to work out for you. Ask yourself this for a brief moment. Where in your life are you waiting instead of beginning? What area in your life is your mind, your spirit telling you, take action, do it. Be brave. You don't, I never see nobody do that. Don't worry about that. Take action. That's an Aries energy. Aries strengths. Let's talk about the strengths of an Aries and also the weakness of an Aries, okay? And these are just in general. It's not limited to, okay? Let's talk about the strengths of the Aries. Aries are fearless. They're very honest, full of energy, a ball of energy. They inspire you, full of confidence. They're determined, and again, very adventurous. These strengths of Aries are all about them being brave and not being afraid to explore. That makes them very adventurous. And also, once some Aries made up their mind, like I said, a little bit of stubbornness, once the Aries made up their mind to do something, guess what? They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Okay? Let's talk about the shadow sides of the Aries. When Aries is dealing from the shadow sides, they become impatient. very easy to anger, impulsive, egotistical. They'll give up. They'll just quit. I don't care. I ain't doing that again. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll make like little really quick decisions. Make a mind over heart decision, not thinking the long term. This is when the Aries is not working in their energy. This is when they're not aligned in their energy. Now, every strength, as we have learned with the 12 laws, every strength has a weakness. The law of polarity, okay? Confidence becomes arrogance. Leadership becomes control. Passion becomes anger. Actions become recklessness. Leadership, not that. I did say leadership becomes control. So think about it this way. A good Aries as a leader, they would not only lead, they would lead with wisdom, they would lead with passion, they would lead with bravery and confidence, and a willingness to keep going and to never give up. But an Aries not aligned or in alignment with their energy, they'll see leadership as a way of controlling someone. Beginning to manipulate energies. The thing that they once were passionate about is the same thing that pisses them off. They don't like it anymore. They're not passionate about it anymore. And that's due to, one, the law of polarity, and two, the imbalance. The imbalance. There must be balance. Also, y'all, for each sign is going to be like this. I forgot to give y'all the the modality of and the rulers of the Aries sign. I'll do it at the end. Anyhow, let's talk about how Aries show up in your life. How often, and this is not about judgment to anyone, I just want y'all to understand the energy, okay? How often do you start a project but rarely do you finish it? How quickly do you become bored? How much do you hate waiting? Do you speak before you think often? Do you get frustrated when people move slowly or the traffic going slow? Do you feel called to be a leader? Do you get excited about new ideas? Even if you're not an Aries, everyone may have Aries somewhere in their birth chart, somewhere around them, connected to them. Like I said, that could be a spouse or co-worker or whatever. Here's what I need you to know about Aries. For a quick note, Aries being the fire sign, the symbol is a ram. Their modality is cardinal. Their planet ruler is Mars. Mars rules Aries. Most Aries, if they were to have a favorite color or a color that would represent an Aries, would be a bright red color. Here are a few journal prompts for you, and then we're going to move right on into the ritual and the alignment. In the future, I would like to do the ritual with you all, or to actually do the ritual and show you. But when I get the space to do so, I absolutely will. Just, bear with your girl here. Okay, here's some journal prompts, questions that you could ask yourself when it comes to this, when it comes to the Aries. Where in my life am I being called to take a bold, aligned action without fear? What am I ready to leave behind? What am I ready to leave behind? Here's what I would like for you to do as a quick ritual for yourself. If you care to do a deep ritual, here's what you would do. You would get a red candle or a white candle, a journal, and a small bowl of water. Ask yourself these questions. Where have I been playing small because I fear failure? What is one courageous step I can take this week? Now, light your candle. Take a few deep breaths. Look at the flames. Every time you inhale and hold, watch that flame. See if that flame is growing brighter. Now breathe out slowly. And every time you breathe out, you say to yourself, you don't have to speak it out loud. But if you choose to, you can. Just breathe out and say it slowly. I trust myself. I am brave. I am guided. I begin now. One more time. I trust myself. I am brave. I am guided. I begin now. And let that be the reason you keep moving on and you begin, right? Now, even if for 5 minutes you can do something that you feel guided or called to do, even if you only take 2 or 3 minutes to do it that day, if you can. And if you cannot do it, if you cannot do it at all, I want to give you this affirmation. I trust my inner fire. I courageously take the next step toward the life I am creating. Or you could just say what we just said again. I trust myself. And so on. All of those you can use as affirmations. All of that you can use as affirmations. Okay? I'm going to do a 3-card pull for you, Aries. And then I'm going to let you go and enjoy your day. Thank you all so much for being here with me. And I hope that you come back. We got Taurus coming up next. Okay? Let's get a quick read for you, Aries. The Sun, Judgment. Whoa, 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 whoa. And this is all fire sign too. 9 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Aries is being revealed. The person that's under judgment is being exposed, and there's balance. If somebody stole from you, betrayed you, deceived you, and thought that they were getting away with something and acting strategically, doing some type of fraud or anything, they ain't getting away with nothing. And they know that they're about to be exposed. They're stressed out about it with the 9 of Swords here. They have anxiety, they're worrying, they got fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, despair. This person knows that judgment is coming, and they know that they're going to be exposed for the thief or the fraud or the fake friend that they are. With the moon here on card number 5, they thought that this was hidden. They thought that they were going to get away with this. They're not getting away with anything. This is going to be the end of their BS. Whatever they had going on, the death card is here. The Sun, Judgment, the Moon, and the Death card. That's 4 major arcanas, Aries. 4. 4 of them. And how much? 1, 2, 3. We got 2 fire signs, which is the major arcanas, the Sun and the Judgment. So whomever this is that did this to you, or if you know somebody that's going through this person is not getting away with anything. Okay? They ain't getting away with nothing. The divine already judgment has been called, and it's exposure time for this person. This person is being exposed. I don't know who this person is for you or to you, but their exposure time is here. Boy, they thought they had a master plan too. I'm telling you. They thought they had a master plan. All right, and we close out with a message from the cosmos. And it says, opportunities for growth. Everything is happening for you and your evolution. You are not a victim of things that happen. You take ownership of your life and make the best of the challenges along the journey. You see how difficult moments help you to become the best version of yourself, and thankful for them all. I thank you, Aries. Y'all come on, if you're not an Aries, but thank you all. And come on back so we can do the Taurus tomorrow, all right? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this beautiful message with someone else, okay? Bye. This beautiful wisdom. Bye, y'all.